Hi. I heard a story on NPR this morning about how the nutritional content labels on food can affect the way our bodies process the food. So we know that the calories and fat and different contents of food can affect us physically, right? But what this psychologist discovered, and she did one experiment to prove it or demonstrate it, is that the nutritional label affects metabolism. So she took a milkshake and she put it in some bottles labeled high fat, super indulgent. In fact, the name on the bottle was indulgence. And she put some of the milkshake in other bottles called something like sensible and low fat, low sugar. And had volunteers drink the shakes and then measured the level of certain chemicals in the blood. And she discovered that people who took the high fat, high calorie, supposedly shake, produced more of a certain chemical that tells the body that it's full and that afterwards produces an increase in metabolism. And people that drank the bottles labeled low calorie produced less of this chemical. The point that I'm making here, and what I find really interesting, is that even when it comes down to biochemistry, to molecules and chemicals, it's our thinking that mediates our experience. So we don't experience the world. We don't experience the shake. We experience our thinking about the world and our thinking about the shake. If this is true when it comes to nutrition, how much truer or equally true is it when it comes to the way we think about our lives and our businesses? I was thinking about networking, for example. I've got stories about networking, but it's not networking that makes me anxious. It's not networking that makes me uncomfortable. It's not networking that is artificial. It's my thinking about networking. In fact, I was having a conversation with a client last week, and we were looking at how if you just encounter people person to person, human to human, that encounter has a certain flavor and character and warmth. And there's no reason why we can't go to a networking event and encounter people person to person, human to human. No reason other than our thinking about what goes on in networking. So what I invite you to do this week is just be aware that as your moods go up and down, even as your physiology changes, that what's really happening is being mediated by thought. And you don't have to get in there and manage your thinking. Good luck. But to be aware that it is happening through thought eases and lightens your attachment to your experience, lessens the emotional significance of our experiences, and lets us move more lightly and gracefully through the world. Take care.